Hey guys, it's Braden. So, let's say you love Magic the Gathering, and you think you're pretty good, and you like to answer all the questions that people ask you about rules and what would happen if. Maybe you should become a rules advisor. I am not a rules advisor because I think that I can, and then I fail the test over and over again. But I think it'd be neat if more of the community were more up to date on the rules, things would get solved a lot faster. And so I'd like to walk you guys through a little what would you do to become a rules advisor. Um, so the first things first is you have to activate your DCI account. Uh, that's pretty straightforward and easy to do online. You've all got your DCI cards. Let's see, I carry mine in my wallet. Let's see here. And yeah, there it is. A lot of stuff in my wallet, guys. Here's mine. It says here, my name is Braden. That is correct. And so, what you do is you take this handy dandy DCI card, you go onto Google, or whatever search engine you use, Google, and you look up Rules Advisor Test. You click on that Rules Advisor program, and you scroll down here, and here you go, online test. Take the online test. So you log into the Judge Center, and I'm already logged in, but you need your DCI number and the password you created. The password will need certain things, special character, stuff like that. Don't forget the password. Write it on your DCI card. Probably is not a bad idea. Alright, and you go over here to exams, and here's some basic rules. So, you have to know a lot of Magic rules. They tell you all the cards. Like if they list like target opponent has a Snapcaster Mage and this person has a Wasteland, stuff like that. They'll put those cards like what the name and everything to do with the card, what they do, what they cost, abilities, power, toughness, everything. They'll put all that on there. Certain things you need to know. The active player's name, which is the active player, begins with A. The non-active player's name begins with N. So you'll see like Ariel is playing against Noam Chomsky, and stuff like that. So the players have whatever necessary resource it is that the scenario describes them doing. So if it says that they do something, they do it. Don't be like, well, maybe they don't have what it takes. No, if they do it, they do it. Um, Players have only done the described action, and nothing else affects what's going on right now. So it's like, oh, well, what if he also did this thing earlier this turn? Didn't do it. They only have done those things. Um, they only have what it says they have. So they only have the creatures and non-land permanents they're mentioned as having. So if it says they have this, don't go, well, what if they have a thing that gives all my creatures hexproof? They don't. They don't have it. The player is both the controller and owner of permanents they are mentioned as having. So if they ever have a question like something goes back to the owner's hand, and you're like, oh, well, I don't know whose hand it goes back to because maybe that person took it over earlier in the turn. No, they are the controller and owner. And the player has not committed any infractions previously during the event. So there'll be certain questions where it's like, this person did this thing. As a judge, what would you do? Would you kick them out? What do you do? Give them a warning? You have to assume that this is their first problem. Those are basically it. Other than that, you can't. I'm not going to be able to post a video of me taking the test because you can't talk about what's on the test. That's just because you want people to pass these tests who really, really know what they're doing. So I don't think that that's a good thing to do. You don't need to tell everybody what's on there. But I felt like more people should try to become rules advisors and judges and stuff. And that's what they think too. See, use the Judge Center, become a rules advisor. After that, all you do, talk to a judge at a local LGS, at an LGS, local game store, and you'll be able to move on through the system. So, there's that. Try it. Oh, well, let's see. Here we go. I forgot. We actually got to go to take the test. So there's the basics. Go to create, because you're creating a test. Choose your language. I speak English. No sprechen Sie Deutsch. No sprechen Sie English. I sprechen the English. And pick a test. To do some of these, you're only able to be certain levels C. So like to take the L2 practice online, you have to be a level 1 judge. I could take the L1 practice, even though I'm not a judge. I could take the rules advisor test. I could take just policy practice, and these practices, easy or hard. Number of questions they'll ask you, number of questions they have to choose from. So I want to be a rules advisor. I can make a rules advisor test that'll ask me 25 questions, and that's out of 182. The cool thing is on your account, they actually keep track of what questions they've asked you, so they will try to make a test that is nothing like what you've seen before. But yeah, this program can actually get you up to level 3 of Judge, but at that point, you're basically god of your game store. So that's that. Wish me luck. I'm going to take my rules advisor test for the 5th time I've been studying, and have a lot of fun playing Magic.